Hello, dear. Good to have you with us. Am Samson Peterson. Today, we delve into a growing controversy surrounding Vice President Kamala Harris and her stance on freedom of speech. Critics argue that Harris's record and public comments indicate a troubling opposition to free speech, which could have significant implications for the future of American democracy. As the 2024 election approaches, we also explore why Donald Trump's victory is seen by his supporters as crucial for preserving the First Amendment and the broader principles of freedom in the United States. Here, let's talk on Kamala Harris's record on freedom of speech. Kamala Harris has faced criticism for her perceived hostility toward freedom of speech, particularly during her tenure as California's Attorney General and as a U.S. Senator. One notable example is her support for laws and policies.
Facebook, and you have a different rule for Twitter. The same rule has to apply, which is that there has to be a responsibility that is placed on these social media sites to understand their power. They are directly speaking to millions and millions of people without any level of oversight or regulation.
That critics argue restrict freedom of expression. For instance, Harris has been an advocate for hate speech laws that many believe infringe on the First Amendment rights of individuals by criminalizing certain forms of speech based on their content. Additionally, Harris has expressed support for social media platforms' regulation of misinformation, which some argue amounts to censorship. In 2019, Harris called for the suspension of President Donald Trump's Twitter account, claiming that his tweets incited violence.
You look at what he's been tweeting today, directed at the whistleblower, directed at so many people. I frankly think that based on this and all we've seen him do before, including attacking members of Congress, that his Twitter account should be suspended. He is irresponsible with his words in a way that could result in harm to other people. And so the privilege of using those words in that way should probably be taken from him.
Critics argue that such actions reflect a broader pattern of opposing speech that conflicts with her political views, rather than promoting open dialogue and debate. Let's dive into the evidence and comments. Harris's comments during her presidential campaign and her tenure as vice president also raised concerns about her commitment to free speech. For example, in a 2020 interview, Harris stated that freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom from consequences, a statement that many interpreted as a justification for punishing individuals for expressing unpopular or controversial opinions. This view has been criticized as undermining the foundational American principle that all speech, even that which is offensive or disagreeable, is protected under the First Amendment. Moreover, Harris has been vocal in supporting the removal of misinformation from social media platforms. While the intention is to prevent harm, opponents argue that this approach could lead to the suppression of legitimate dissenting voices and stifle free expression online. These concerns are amplified by Harris's endorsement of policies that increase government oversight of online speech, which some see as a slippery slope toward greater censorship. Why Donald Trump's victory is important at this crucial time of American democracy. Supporters of Donald Trump argue that his victory in the 2024 election is vital for safeguarding free speech in the United States. Trump has consistently positioned himself as a defender of the First Amendment, frequently criticizing cancel culture and what he describes as the silencing of conservative voices. His stance on free speech resonates with many Americans who feel that their ability to express their views openly is under threat. Trump's commitment to free speech was a central theme during his presidency, where he frequently opposed efforts to regulate online content and spoke out against actions by tech companies to censor or on the platform users. His supporters believe that a Trump presidency would help restore a balance in public discourse, ensuring that all Americans can speak freely without fear of retribution or censorship. As the 2024 presidential election draws near, the debate over free speech has become a focal point for voters. Kamala Harris's critics argue that her record and public statements suggest a troubling stance on free speech that could lead to increased censorship and a chilling effect on open dialogue. On the other hand, Donald Trump's supporters view his victory as essential for protecting the First Amendment and preserving the core values of American democracy. Catalyst News Agency will continue to provide you with the latest updates and analyses as this important election unfolds. Stay tuned for more in-depth coverage. My name still remains Samson Peterson, reporting for Catalyst News Agency. Don't forget to like, comment, and share our videos for others to see. Subscribe to our channel for more expositions and news. Thanks for watching.